I know, I'm late. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How's everybody doing? I don't know if it's this the drug that I'm on, or for the to lose weight, or what. But I'm sleeping in. My wife actually had to wake me up this morning. So, but that wasn't the only reason. I didn't tell you guys that for the longest time, ever since we built the house in the backyard. If you've ever seen pictures in the backyard, I have the 1,000-liter tank. I had bought a green one that I didn't like. It's actually outside the property now. It's going to go to Ubon. And where the brother that built the house bought it from was from Taiwazadu. And we were over there buying all the stuff we need for the drainage, and they had one. So I actually ended up getting it, bringing it over here. Met, was it day before yesterday? Met the brother. I'm just going to call him brother. It's easier for me. That's going to do the electrical. He's going to actually bring a whole new line from up front. I don't know if I'm going to have another meter or not. Anyway, for the house in the back, and going to do everything in the back is going to be on its own separate deal. So he's going to start that today, and he's also going to do all the. He had done some work on the pumps and stuff when he did the cameras. He's the same one that installed all the cameras. So anyway, I thought I took an extra 10 or 15 minutes to try to catch him, but he's not here yet. I don't think he's going to be here till 9. So anyway, he knows how to get started. I just wanted to hit him up and go over a few things. So let me say hello to everybody. There's a lot of people here already. E.T. and Douglas, Rob, how you doing, brother? Bobby, Andy, Tommy J, and I think Tommy J said there's a football game going on. Cowboys and the Bucks. Okay, Tommy can keep us apprised on what's happening in the game. I haven't watched football in 6-7 years. It would be nice to watch again. Hey, Logan, how you doing? Glad you made it. Robert Max here, and Robert's going to do a live tonight, I think. By all means, let everybody know that, Robert. If I miss somebody, I will come back. Daz, how you doing? Glad you can make it. You're early. James, how are you? Take a sip of my coffee. You got me fixing my makeup? Yeah, you can tell, right? I did have a really good. Bobby didn't make it last. Did you, Bobby? I don't even remember. I think Dave was swimming. It would have been nice. Hey, Sanjel, good to see you. Glad you could make it. I think if I miss, like I said, oh, Tony's here. Hey, Tony, how are you? Yeah, it was pretty cool, right? It was kind of long. I just left it long because a lot of the family, the kids like to watch themselves, so they can pull it up on YouTube and watch it. Good bunch of kids. Like I said, I was really impressed with the 2 older gals. They could have gotten. Hey, Benj, I was just thinking about you. I always see you on my Facebook if you're still here, but I was really impressed with them getting the 2 jackets. They were very, I don't know, most kids would have give me toys, give me candy, give me this, give me that. And granted, they still got their ice cream and the other stuff, but instead of the toy, they wanted the jacket. I thought that I was impressed. Little things impressed me. Hey, Ron, how you doing? I think I said hi to Douglas. He was here early. Daz, you always miss me. Do I? It's because yeah, it isn't nothing meant that way. But anyway, had a great time on Yad's live stream last night. It was fun. Chris ended up coming on. So did HK, Spanky, and the Bear. If you don't know who those are, you probably do. Really had a good time. It was fun. I think it went well. I had a good time doing it too. Little things impress me. Yeah, that's what she said. Yeah, thank God, right? I try to teach the women that I got. I love you guys will get the well. No, maybe I won't say women with small hands. That's what I think I like the most about Asian women. No, I'm just kidding, everybody. How many? What are we talking? How many injuries are his eyes? Going great stuff. Daz, Dragon's knees missing anyone? Yeah, I know. We can have a whole. We can do a whole show on what upcoming operations and ailments everybody on this channel has. That's for sure. Morning to you, expat Paul. How are you? Glad you could make it. Vermont, yeah. I don't even want to think about it, man. Even at my house, my nephew bought my house from me. They're getting snow and stuff up there. They don't get it much, but it's cold, I guess. There. What are we in? I don't even know what month. Yeah, we're in January. Right? I'm awesome. I mean, retired. You just I don't know. Completely lose. I lose track of everything. What day it is? The only I don't even know. Sometimes I'm off by 2 or 3 days. It's really bad. Or good, whichever way you wanna look at it. Let's see. So, hey, good day to you, Mike. Glad you could make it. It's what early, late. You're working. What is it? I think you're working. So I'm glad you could make it in. But yeah, had a great time. Yad's is top notch. We had a lot of fun, and for quite a while too. I think I want to say it was like an hour and a half or something, which was late for me because I don't. Well, maybe that's why I slept in again too. I didn't go to bed until like 11:30 or something. So, 20 Fahrenheit. And that's about like it was in the winter time at my place in the high Sierras. I was like at 3,000 feet. We'd get snow 6, 10 inches, 12 at the most, once, twice, maybe 3 times a year, and it would stick for maybe 3 days or something. So it was perfect actually for me for me to be in a climate like that because I didn't know anything much about East Coast cold, or Midwest or whatever. And then I went and helped a buddy open an air conditioning company in Buffalo, New York. And man, boy, I didn't like that at all. It sucked. It was nice sitting inside the nice warm apartment that I was up on the top floor, brand new, overlooking the river that runs through Buffalo. And it was nice. But boy, having to go out in that, I didn't like it. I couldn't have done it. I'm right where I need to be. What is it going to be today? 80, 89 degrees, 87 degrees, something like that. Hello, how are you? Glad you could come by. I appreciate it. Everybody's saying hello, and yeah, I'm not big on it, Andy. It was okay, and then being, having a big giant wood stove and where my house was and the pine trees and the oak trees and everything getting dusted with snow. It was like, ooh, ah. And it was kind of cool with with the stove going and good and toasty warm inside. And uh, it was, I don't know, when you're with just one person, romantic, I guess you want to say. But I was glad when it was gone. It was like for a day, I was like, wow. And the next day, by the third day, I was like, okay, enough. Go away now. And then if you guys saw mine, yeah, there's HK. There's Spanky. We had fun, didn't we? I thought it was a good time last night. I was talking about it. But I bought, if you guys watched my short, the guy, we went out to lunch over by the reservoir, and a guy came up, went to one table, and I looked, and I just run out of honey. In fact, well, I have that much. And like I said, I like to put a teaspoon maybe in a couple, 3 times a week or something. And went there, and the guy, I had my wife call him over, and I'm looking, he's got a bucket, and he's got a knapsack type thing over his shoulder. And I said, well, how much? And I think he said 250 baht a bottle, and he gave us a taste. And it's the best honey I've tasted since in the 4 years I've been here in Thailand. And I know I looked inside the deal when he started filling that box, and there was the actual honeycomb, and that's why he was putting it through a strainer. If you guys watched that little short, well, by the time I got done, well, yeah, give me 2 bottles. How much for 3 bottles? And he said, I only have one more bottle. Will you want to buy me out? And I think it was 700 baht. So 2, 4, 6, like 180 baht a piece, something like that. Somebody can do the math. But the stuff, unbelievable. And I know the other stuff that I had that I showed you, that first bottle I ordered off of, I should have this into the picture, off to Lasada. The audio ought to be a little better now. And you don't really know what you're going to get. My wife said a lot of people out there, they just mix sugar with water or whatever. But I felt really confident. The stuff tastes phenomenal. So I bought 4 bottles of it. I think my mother-in-law and father-in-law, they wanted a bottle each. So I think I got 2 bottles. But really, really good stuff. Really good stuff. I think it's good I don't have hay fever or allergies or anything like that. But when I was in Costa Rica, I started getting them. And the guy there told me, buy a bottle of the local honey for that area. And I guess the antibodies and the bees and the whatever they do. And it wasn't much, like I said, a teaspoon every other day or something in one of my cups of coffee. And I never got it. And I've been doing that since I got here. Never got any kind of allergy shit. Needs to. I actually, when I know I met Nick Dean, right? Is that NDI TV? Just quickly with Mitch when I was in Pattaya one time. But the Barton guy was in when I went with my wife to a seminar somewhere. It was above Udon Thani, and I don't remember the name of it, but I guess he actually has a condo there. So kind of transversely answered me because I said, I'm in such and such. Are you close to me in one of the live streams he did? But I don't know what you guys needs a say girl. Not because I don't know what that means, what you guys are talking about. But I know they do. They get a bunch of people on their live streams. Yeah, very thick. I agree. Very thin, very thick. Yeah. In fact, sometimes I have a harder time understanding. Well, people in the deep south, the Cajuns, and I guess from Scotland or wherever, they're really, really, really thick. And I don't know if he's from Scotland or not. I have a hard time understanding what the hell they say, but especially the Cajuns. Hey, traveler, how you doing? Glad you could make it. Gary here? I didn't see Gary. What's happening, Gary? There's Gary. See, I miss Gary too, Ron. So I miss everybody. There's Yads. I had a great time last night. If you guys aren't subscribed, please subscribe to Yads. I was on her channel. If you didn't know, I put it in our community thing. Go watch the replay of it. Give her some watch time, and I thought it was a good interview, especially if somebody wanted to know a little something about me. They said some stuff. No one got nasty and wanted to know anything's out of the crazily off the chart, because I said I'd pretty much answer anything. I'm not the kind that shies away unless it's something stupid. What did you see on Games and Music? GottoLoveThailand. How you doing? I don't know if I've seen you before. Welcome. Glad you can make it. Always looking for new people. Probably came from over on Yad's channel, I imagine. I think I got 3 or 4 subscribers after that too, to let you know that, Yads. All the people in the Philippine genre, through Bobby, mostly Time to Get Going. Just great people. You ought to, if you're not connected with them, definitely hook up. They're fun-loving, love to have a good time, laughing. It's a good channels, all of them. So it's gorgeous here. I didn't see that either. All right, I missed you too. How you doing, gorgeous? Let's see. I think. Wow, I'm caught up already. So anyway, and wow, 31 people. Hey, thank you, everybody. You guys are awesome. So I'll do a. I put out that video with the children thing this morning. Like I said, it's a little long, but the kids, they like to look at their themselves or videos about them. Just good kids. In fact, one of them called up their aunt, who works now at Taiwazadu, which all the people. If you ever been into a Taiwazadu here, or any of the big stores in Thailand, there's 3 people for every. There's 3 employees for every person that walks around in there. And I'm kidding, but damn close. You walk down the aisle and look down one aisle, and there's probably 30 people, the main entrance of people that work there. So now she just started. She got transferred from Global. She moved over to there, and boy, the people there, they were like, he's buying stuff, and we spent, I don't know, 10, 15, 20,000 baht or something. And at Global House, I think she actually got a percentage of, something out of it. At Taiwazadu, maybe they pay her a little better, but she doesn't get that. But the people obviously notice if she's bringing in business. So she looked good, which made me feel good. But her kids called my wife yesterday, or called their mother, and my wife talked to her sister and said, can you call up Aunt and Uncle and see if we can go over swimming again? So I told my wife, anytime you want to get them and bring them over, they're always welcome. Let's see. Hey, Scott, how you doing? There was a big long one in here. Did it get? Was it a? What was this one? I'm gonna promote. Views, phone, what price? I don't know what this is. Is this some kind of advertisement or something? Order management. It looks like some kind of advertisement. I do want to get that Nightbot thing, though. It enters everybody in and all that kind of stuff, and puts up their links. And although it got Scott, and everybody else, all the other moderators that are on vacation now. There's Mike saying, I should have asked, when was the last time you shaved all my beard off? I shaved, or that it was shaved off, because when I went in and they shoved the tube down, when I woke up, it was only under here. This was all gone. They had shaved it off. So it went off then. When I got married the first time, my wife, who I knew, her father was actually the manager of my Little League baseball team and lived 2 blocks from me. She had never seen me without a beard, so on her honeymoon, I shaved it off. That was one time. When I had at 19 years old, on my right knee, had the first surgery, I shaved it off for the anesthesiologist. When they did my left knee a year later, I asked the anesthesiologist, can I just shave right here into a goatee so you can fit the mask? And he said, yeah, no problem. So I didn't have to shave it off that time. And I think that's it. Maybe three times in my whole life. So it tells you how much I like my beard. And I've had it since I was 16. 16, it was kind of scraggly, but by 18, it was a pretty good beard. 17, 18 years old. Let's see, did I miss anybody? Jack Bree, how are you doing? 30 Celsius and sunny in Brisbane. Yeah, it's what's it going to be today? Here, I'll tell you guys. I'll give you guys the update on. Let's see. Right now, it is 18 degrees in Surin. It's going to be 31 today, 30 tomorrow, 30, 30, 31. So 33 next Sunday and Monday. So, actually, it's 21 degrees Celsius. And here, let's see what else. 3 degrees. Wow. Oh, no, that's 3 degrees Celsius. I flipped the page over and I went to North Fork, which is where my house is. But let me give you the other update that I have for everybody, which hasn't been good lately, at least for the dollar. It doesn't look good right off the bat because gold's almost 30,000, 29,930, which means that the bot probably, dropped again. No, it actually went up. It wasn't it 32 or was it 33.8 yesterday? It's 33.1. Maybe it went down. Usually when gold goes up, the dollar goes down. So, but anyway, it's still better than when I got here. I think it was 29 when I went in the hospital. That would have been 2020, something like that. Rob saying, what? Vermont is the only state that doesn't have a McDonald's. Just a fun fact, no McDonald's. And really, I didn't know that. One of the relatives in Connecticut has a big farm, and I think he bottles water in Vermont somewhere. He's got it on a natural spring or whatever, and he made a business out of it and built a gigantic, I guess, warehouse, and then inside that warehouse is also his home. It's pretty cool, actually. So anyway, that's the big updates on this channel. Anyway, wow, and I didn't lose hardly anybody. It's people posting. Are you just posting everybody, which is great, Scott? Or are these people actually here? I want to say hi to them if they are. If I missed them, if I missed anybody, Scott's I think just putting everybody's link in, which is awesome. As is Scott. And everybody else on this channel. I'm a little bit prejudiced because it's my channel, but you guys are all awesome, no doubt. We got weed shops and no fast foods, no pecker and snack. Yeah, I've never been. From what I've seen, pictures and the stuff that my cousin showed me when we were there years ago, not too many years ago, maybe 10 years ago. Vermont was absolutely beautiful, but again, snow. Visit, hi, how you doing? Go for a week and then get out of there and come back to Thailand? Yeah, I could do that. Is better than the Aussie? I know the Aussies was getting stronger too. Or was that the UK? No, it was the Aussie. I thought the Aussie dollar was getting stronger. Link around with great job. Okay, cool. Thanks, Jay. Yes, sir. Posted that. I get that. Everybody should belong to everybody. Like I said, if they're regulars on here or people that are on here, they're on here for a reason. They're the good ones. So by all means, please subscribe to their channel. The exchange rate do tend to go down during high season, but things are very volatile. Yeah, that's true. If it stays where it is, I'm okay with that. Anything's going to be, how am I going to not be okay? Am I going to leave Thailand? No, that ain't going to happen. But, in the mid 30s, I thought was a really good bang for the buck. I really noticed the difference in the money I brought in when it was close to 38, or when it was 38, I brought in a chunk of money, and it was more than you would think, the difference in the amount brought in. But anything in that I'm okay with. Like I said, what am I going to do? Leave? Costs too much. I'm out of here. Nah, that'll never happen. More than what did Traveler say? More than 300 inches of snow in the Sierras. Wow. Yeah, I guess everybody needs the water though, right? I mean, it's always that way in the valley. I lived above Fresno, big farming and all them. Everybody always needed water. So I'm imagining. I saw some of the pictures that they showed up at Bass Lake, where my house is, or my nephew's house now. The rivers coming into Bass Lake and all that rivers in that area. The people are posting stuff on Facebook. They've never seen it so high, which they'll just dump the water out of the ass end of Bass Lake and generate electricity. But I've never seen it that high. And I was there for almost 20 years, 18 years, 19 years, something like that. I never seen it. And people that have been there forever have said they've never seen it that high. So I guess the melt off is going to be maybe going to cause problems. I don't know. Very little New Hampshire live for your time. Yeah, I don't know, man. I was impressed with some of and even Connecticut. I mean, just absolutely gorgeous to look at. It just, in the wintertime too. It's just, no snow for me. This behind me. Like I said, my two criteria was wherever I'm going to live, I want to be able to swim in the ocean on Christmas and on New Year's. I know they're not far apart, but I have to swim those 2 days, and I can do that here, no problem. And I did that in Costa Rica. Like I said, I was really amazed at how very, very similar the climate is and the rainy season and all that kind of stuff that Costa Rica is, at least where I was, similar, very similar, if not exactly like Thailand. And they all drink their beer with ice cubes in it. So, which is the first time I saw that in 2015, which was kind of weird. I did have a beer with it, and it wasn't half bad. You get used to it, I guess. Old Guy Ruse, is Joe here? Or he just posted Robert Mack. I don't know. Did Robert come on and say when he was going to go live tonight or today sometime? He said he was going to, or I told him to. Asked him if he wanted to. Okay, I finally got it right after 3 tries. I asked him if he wanted to post it, come on if he wanted to, whatever he wanted to do. Hope my house is still there when we get home. Well, you probably got insurance up to the hill. Would it be such a bad thing if it was gone, or you have a lot of things there that you don't want to lose? That would probably be the biggest thing, right? Losing the actual house might not be so bad. Losing everything in it, that might be bad. Let's see. And spot when a flight to the U.S. costs more than what you would spend a month on living in Thailand, it's a good deal, dollar to the bot. Yeah, and I checked on mine because I'm going to try to go back. It's still hovering between close to 800 and 950 or something, round trip to LAX. So not horrible. I've got to get it done. I'm waiting for all my paperwork to get here, and then I'll schedule it because, as you guys know, my mom's not extremely well, so I need to get there. She's 90, so, and she's one of those Italian ladies that'll hold on till she can touch her firstborn male son, and because I don't think my mom, from what my brother's telling me, I don't think she wants to hang. She's never been that way. Really religious, Catholic, church 7 days a week, 6 a.m., bring the Eucharist to the hospital, give it. I mean, she's really been involved. She knows exactly where she's going and happy to go there. So who am I to quality of life's always been a big thing with me. It all depends on quality of life. You better stay. There, Mike's got it for you. That's good. What am I? I'm way behind again, right? Believe it or not, but the Aussie, we get more snow than in Switzerland. Wow. Let's see. Thank you for posting all that stuff. Been searching for a good deal for a premium. Our business classes to BKK. From where, Tony? Where are you at? Because you probably told me before, and I get to use I'm old and I can't remember shit. So one good thing about being old. I don't really fit so well. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Bobby's a big boy, man. Definitely. And he says that that Robert Mack towers over him. So I can't wait to meet Robert Mack. I'm going to get my neck strained being around them too. Yeah, I would have to agree with that. Definitely, Rob. I paid $150 for 6 inches of leg room. Yeah, I'm 5'11". I don't have that problem, but I am fat, so it is tight in between the seats more for me, and them too. They're big men. Well, I've only seen Bobby, but when he says he's got to look up at what Robert, I know that's a big man. Both of them good men too, by the way. Cheers. Ah. Yeah, Daz is another one of the good guys and the big guys. So, yes, we paid 400 extra each on the flight. Yeah, Jaya's a big woman, right? She's like 7 feet tall, and that's just because she's sitting next to Bobby. You could have saved 400, and she could have sat in another place. Only kidding. Very good people. In fact, if you guys aren't connected, please do. It was my pleasure to meet them, and can't wait for them to move here. I think it's going to be the middle of next year sometime, is my guess. Hopefully sooner, maybe sooner. But they're going to have a good time here. I can tell already. Jai is a great lady, and Bobby's one of the good ones. So, by all means, meet him. That's an extra 6 inches. Excellent. Yeah, it does. And it's really weird because, like, when I fly around Thailand, if my knee's acting up, which is most all the time, I'll get a wheelchair. If I don't upgrade and just get the cheapest seat on Asia Air Asia, whatever it is, they automatically put me as far up in the plane as they can, except for the very front row. So they'll put me up into the better seats or whatever it is every time. Every time that I've asked for a wheelchair, they've changed my seat from whatever in the back or wherever it is up to the first couple of rows. So there's a little hint if you want to, excuse me, if you want to do that, you can do that. I see Dad isn't using his burner account. He's a traveler. I don't think so. He thought it was fun. Hey Maui, how you doing? Did you do a live stream this morning? I didn't see it. Maui's Maui, you oughta subscribe if you're not. He's doing some. He's out running around, him and his wife on the Forza, going to beaches and doing good little live streams. You guys ought to check him out if you're not subscribed. Subscribe. I think they're good. He doesn't like to be on camera and stuff, but you should be. Just keep him going. I haven't seen. Oh, that's right. Chris, he had an appointment this morning, so he's not going to be around. Of course, no. Yeah, it's pretty close to the same time. He might be back soon. Who knows? No, about once a week. Okay, cool. You got to make them more. Instead of spontaneous, plan them a little bit. That way people will get notified. I know if I know that you're going to be live tomorrow at 9 a.m., I'll definitely try to make myself available. So definitely some nice places too. He's doing. They're both doing. They're having fun. You know. He's got admirers. That's a good one, man. A good guy. I can't wait to get back and actually spend some more, maybe travel a little bit when he's back here. Good people, like I said, man. I said it on Yad's show last night. I think I found the secret of trying to be a better person and a better human being is to surround yourself with good people. And since I have done that, my life has changed drastically. So by all means, always surround yourself with good people. Aisle seat or window seat. Me window seat mostly. I'm horrible. I probably should be dead. Every flight that I take from the big long one, whatever it is, 12, 14 hours from wherever, China, or back then, I don't wouldn't go to China now. But I sit in a window seat and I don't get up. Don't pee, don't walk around, don't move. So I'm like I'm a, for any kind of things in my legs or, coming up to my heart and killing me. I mean, I'm a high candidate, high blood pressure, diabetes, not moving. All I got to do is get a blood clot and have it travel up and I'll be dead. But it would be pretty quick and not a bad way to go, although I'm not quite ready to go yet. I want to have fun. I missed the live stream yesterday because Logan's video I was watching was so long. I missed it. How come I don't even know if I got notified, Logan? I usually catch all of them. I don't remember. That. Seat A1 for me always. Yeah, I'll see for at least one leg. When we fly, always stand by. Can't wait for Dennis to get asked to Thailand. He's to enjoy. Yeah, but he's enjoying his time there. Also, he's got his granddaughter, who obviously is the apple of his eye, and he's not afraid to say it. So he gets to spend time with her and family. So he does. But he was here for a while. I think it's the way he's going to live his life, and I think that's acceptable for me. If it would have been a different situation, my wife wouldn't have passed. I probably would have got a place in Thailand. Probably kept it year round and traveled back and forth and done the diesel pusher motorhome thing. And I think that was the first deal on how I wanted to retire. But wherever I'm at, maybe a little more in Thailand. Yeah, I know it's not that. Like I said, you're looking at this kind of stuff behind me. Almost puts a smile on my face. That's why I like having it as a green screen. If I don't run the Santa Claus too much, as soon as possible. Okay, it's coming back, so we must have them. Yeah, definitely a greatest perk we have. It you can't beat the price. Oh, what it was? I missed something. Anyway, imagine that I missed something. But yeah, so things are going good. Still didn't weigh myself. Supposed to weigh myself tomorrow, I think. I'm not a big thing that I got to run. I feel good sleeping in a little more, but like I said, I've been staying up late, which is okay because my wife doesn't get up until 6:30, 7 o'clock anyway. So usually I'm up by myself just doing this with the headphones on so I don't wake her up. Now, when I get the new building, I won't have to worry about that. I can go out there and pretty much do whatever I want. It'll be loud and everything. I have my own air conditioner. I'll probably end up living out there. But I don't know. I got a great life. I said it about a million times last night on Yadzis as I'm the luckiest man in the world. I enjoy bouncing and going places, but I'd always go back and see my little one. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, as it should be, right? I don't know. I should be that way, and I will be. My plan is every 4 months for 2 weeks, probably. Going back, it always has been. I did it every 3 months when I first came here because I was on the tourist visa, so I got the 60-day with a 30-day, bump, and then came back. And I've told you that before. Went to the embassy, dropped it off in the morning in L.A., picked it up in the afternoon, and I was ready to go again. Went and seen everybody and that kind of stuff. So that's still going to be once I go back this next time, I'll get on that because there's spices and stuff for cooking that I have been out of for a long time that I can't get here. Candy for the kids, they're missing that. I bring back the chocolates and stuff that are cheap at Walmart or whatever. And it's really weird. It worked out perfect. In case anybody wants to know, I froze the stuff in my mom's freezer, and then I put it all in, wrapped it up, put it in my suitcase, one of the suitcases, and I think it runs really cold in the belly of those planes anyway. The stuff was not melted, perfectly okay. The 2 times that I did it, coming back to Surin. So it works. So a couple of things that I need to get every time I go. Let's see. Spot on. Fat fingers got me. What did you say? Yeah. If I move to Thailand, I'm worried I'll lose all my money. Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah, taking Dave to lunch. Yeah, he did. He paid for it too. Wouldn't let me. They were adamant about it. So now I'm gonna have to make them come back just so I can take them out to lunch or dinner. Let's see, Robs. Have you guys checked out Rocky Point? Watching a lot of videos. Yeah, because I noticed I watched what was it, Mike and God, how come my brain is gone? Anyway, over there in the little America, went over to Rocky Point too. I guess some other people own some stuff. I haven't. I'm going through the first part of next month. I'm taking a week with my wife, so I'll be off for that time. I'll let you guys know. And I might do a live stream. I don't know. It depends on how I am. She's got a seminar in Saratani, so we're going to go down through Pachuap, Chumphon, all the way down that area. Stop in Bangkok. I rented a place for the night with 2 bedrooms. We're going to grab the kids, take them out to dinner, take them up there, bring them back, and then in the morning and jam down there. Stay 2 nights in Saratani, 5 days in Koh Samui, and then come back to Bangkok, spend a day with the kids again, and then come back home. And from the 1st to the 10th, or 2nd to the 10th, or something, I'll let you guys know. But I was out in that area and met those people the couple of times on the bike trip. I went down that way. Yeah, it was, wasn't it? I thought it went really well. It was a good time. I had a good time anyway. Let's see. Robert Max here. Did you tell everybody when your live stream was going to be, or do you know, Robert? I said if you can meet me, you're in trouble. I don't. Dave, assuming you have yeah, I will. Yeah, I will have, especially for this year. I think everybody, if you can afford it, it's 3,800 baht, so 30, 60, 90, $120, something like that. For the whole year, not having to worry about getting stamped, did I forget? Did I get that? I need to go to immigration? Yeah, I'm planning on traveling Vietnam probably this year, definitely Laos, definitely Cambodia, Malaysia, the Philippines, numerous places outside of Thailand this year. So yeah, I definitely will have that. He said, if you remember, yeah, double trouble for sure. Hey, there's T. I'm going to be coming down. Yeah. The only problem is, T, is I was thinking about that because I wanted to stop and maybe have, lunch with everybody in Pachuap and everything. It's 8.5 hours from Bangkok to Saratani, so it's going to be a long drive anyway. But I'm thinking maybe I'll stop and have lunch if they're available. Have Joe and Gift and everybody there, and then maybe on the way back talk to you and stop in Chumphon on the way back, and maybe have meet Deer and have lunch with you. So I'll be in touch for sure. Hey Nanette, how you doing? Thank you. Another one not subscribed, please. There he is. You made it. Turn the front door. Hope everything's good with you, brother. I'm glad that you could stop by. Do Thai schools have a break it's like almost 2 months, at least in the private school. I don't know about the other one, but the kids, because the youngest is been selected, she's a singer in there, to go to South Korea. Grace will hear that. See, I don't know how long. I don't know how much it's going to cost me, but whatever it is, it's going to be. I'm guessing somewhere around 20,000 baht. with the school. So she needs to stay the whole summer break, whatever it is. So they won't be coming home. But usually they come home for almost 2 months every year. Uh, but and the oldest is really into the traditional Thai dance, and she's like book solid and has to stay in school and do that too. So I don't think either one of them are coming home for any extended period. But yeah, they do have a break. Maybe somebody else knows what the what the what the uh, what the normal public schools, I call them public schools, but they closed too because we were going to do a bunch of repairs on some stuff at one of the schools, and we had to wait until they got back. Well, we didn't have to, but not wait until they went on their break so that they could do their repairs and then had plenty of time. So yeah, they do. How long they go, I think it's about the same. I want to say 6 to 8 weeks, but somebody might know. JJ, yeah, that's a good channel. JJ's, they're really nice people too. Really, really nice people. Let's see. Saying hi to Scott. There we are. 7 p.m. Vietnam time tonight. So you guys aren't subscribed. You need to subscribe so you don't miss Robert's live stream tonight. Let's see. What did I miss? God, I missed a lot. Everybody's mostly just saying hi, thank God. Yeah, nice place. Yeah, it looks like a really nice place. The only thing that I seen, which probably wouldn't make much of a difference to me, is the beach isn't the greatest around. But there's plenty of places close. I like just being able to see the ocean and the sound of the ocean. So if it has rocks on it, I don't really care. I have water shoes, but the place is nice. The view is nice. I don't know what the price is like. I think the price was halfway reasonable, right, Rob? I don't remember what. Joe's pretty much open on prices anyway. Question: do you need a re-entry permit if you have a multi-entry? If you have the multi-entry retirement visa, no, you don't. So you paid. You would have paid $1,900 for your visa and $3,800 for your multi-entry, and it would have been a separate stamp, I believe. Somebody else might know too, gorgeous. But yeah, great people too. If you ever, I don't know if you've met them, but I had the pleasure of meeting them a few times now, and yeah, top notch, stand up people, no doubt. Let's see. Yeah, there's Tom. Morning to you, Tom. Everybody will say hi to Tom so I can scroll down a little bit. Yes, you have to get the permit before you leave each time, I believe. Yeah, if you don't have the multi-entry. The retirement visa, if you were asking, I don't know, maybe I read it wrong, that does it come with that multi-entry? No. You have to pay the $3,800 for the multi-entry, or you have to pay each time to get in and out individually. I don't know how much that is. I don't remember. I'm horrible. I always, like I said, unless you're living, dollar, you need every penny to make ends meet. I would spend the $120 and have it done immediately and not have to worry about going to immigration, doing anything. If you're a traveler, if you're not going to plan on going out of the country for years, you don't need it. But for peace of mind, I would suggest getting it. You only have to have single entry, nano like me. Yeah, Tom's not traveling in and out of the country anytime soon, I don't think. Dave, you look like you're swimming on the beach. May be more important to you. Yeah, I like the water. I do like the water, but I also understand you. I mean, I like to be able to see it. That's why I liked it. It would have been put you up. That area would have been. If I wouldn't, well, I'd be dead if I wouldn't have met Nitnoy. But if I would have lived and been a single guy and with places that I saw, I probably maybe would have been one of the areas maybe in Rayong down that way, only because it's close to a lot of people there, or definitely over in Pachuap. Not necessarily right where Joe is, but between Hua Hin, and Pachuap, where Joe lives, there's a lot of nice places. What's Andy saying? What's happening, Gary? We're having drinks at the Network Public Bar and Pizzeria station Friday. Mark, Johnny will be there. Oh, cool. Wow, that's cool. Let's see. If you're going to travel more than twice, yeah, I agree. Single entry is 1900. Really? Wow. So yeah. So I would. I don't know. I'd rather be safe than sorry. In other words, I get it. And what's really, because I'm a procrastinator, and I still haven't gotten my passport back from from immigration here, or from the U.S. Embassy. I've got to redo my visa on the last day is the 19th of February. So I'm pushing it close. Hopefully, I don't have to go in there and go, what do I do? I don't have a visa. I don't have a passport. I'm a U.S. citizen, and I'm in Thailand. What do I do? They'll probably say, we're going to take you to jail for a couple of weeks, and maybe you won't do that again. Which, hey, I deserve it. Take me. Um, um, there you go. I'm not moving myself. I must have missed something. Travel. Was that again? Yeah, pay the fine. Yeah, I'm going to have to, whatever they say. I just want them to know. I don't want to try to, I don't want this red mark or black mark or anything in my freaking passport on my visa. So I want to make sure I'm up front at that point with my wife. They're explaining everything with as many friends and of the family that I know, from policemen to, whatever they know here. I just want them to know that I don't mind paying the fine. I just don't want any kind of strikes against me or any kind of mark on my passport. When I come to Thailand, yeah, I don't blame you. Hit the ground running, brother. It's there's no way I'll die here. I want to do a lot of traveling, a lot of places I want to see. Like I say, from what I understand, Vietnam is, and what I've seen from both what Robert's shown, and especially when Andy was there. If you guys haven't, you should look at Andy's Facebook deal, the stuff that he took, and all the, and even Patty Doyle when he was there too. Gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. So that the Philippines, like I said, every place around here pretty much. Singapore, I'm not really excited to go to, but I probably will, just for a short deal. Australia, I've got, I've told you before, when my family left Italy, half of them went to Australia and half of them went to New York, came to the United States. So I have a lot of relatives there. So I'd like to see that before I die, and Italy, but mainly around here. I'd like to do a lot of travel, and within Thailand. And I'm going to do a lot of that with that trailer, hopefully, when I get that. And hopefully people will watch. And like I said, I'll do live streams out in the middle of nowhere. Not any different than me doing it right here. Still the same old man rambling about Thailand. So what the heck? I like water, but I'm just scared after drowned for 2 times. Yeah, that my wife, the HK, because the pool is what I did. I don't even know. I haven't even really measured it, but I think it's 1.3 meters or 1.4. But when we did the depth, I made a mark on my chest where my wife's neck is, and down here, and that's how deep the pool is, because she's not a good swimmer, and she would not go in the ocean without me and being able to hold on to me. But she feels better when she has 2 feet planted on the bottom of the pool. So the depth was regulated by how tall my wife was. Yeah, my wife talked him out of it, man. I was late. I forgot one, the last one. or maybe the one before the last one. Yeah, the one before the last one. And she went in there and up there, blah, 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 blah. And the guy let me go. And I was late, like, I don't know, a long time. I mean, they could have fined me a lot. And um, I was surprised. She talked him out of it. She said she kept on going, what? Because I think the guy wanted a little fazul. So, and she, what? And he didn't want to say, he said, okay, just go. Just get out of here, lady. And so she saved me probably at least a couple of $1,000 baht. Vietnam, depending on what. Yeah, you know, like I said, man, I just got such a bad taste because of my age, because of all my friends, and because it's Vietnam, and that war, a bad taste in my mouth. But I'm objective. I'll go back and see what it looks like now and how everything is, because stuff looks gorgeous, and I heard it's really good. Don't like the government, pretty open about that. But yeah, but I heard it's gorgeous. And the Philippines and I guess every country, right, has, I mean, the United States, there's people that are traveling outside the United States that's never even left their hometown except to go to Hawaii or to go here. I mean, there's such gorgeous places. That's one thing about riding a motorcycle. When you're out and you're on the road and you're on two wheels, you have to be aware of your surroundings and you take everything in, man. At least I did. And I got to see everything and enjoyed it that way. So one good thing about being a biker growing up, right? But, they don't even see their own country. So I've heard, everybody says, well, how's your country? Is it gorgeous? Yeah, it's gorgeous, but we got our shitholes too. Everybody has their shitholes. But in Thailand, like I said, I've never stood in the middle of Bangkok at 3-4 o'clock in the morning. I've never felt intimidated, never felt like I was in any kind of harm's way in any way here. I never put myself in, or I try not to put myself in bad situations. Was when I was younger, it seemed like I gravitated to. I try to stay away from that now. You're watching, you must be the football games, I'm imagining, is what you're talking about, Tom. Yeah. Oh, that's right. You just got back. And that just got back, too. So she's probably got a bunch of, in fact, I know she has video of Vietnam, too. Yeah, I seen some the ones that really got me was Andy's. Andy's, his photos and stuff are awesome. And Patty Doyle did some awesome cinematography as far as I was concerned, and what I saw from his drone footage in Vietnam. It was gorgeous. I mean, it was I'm lost for words. It was awesome. If you guys haven't watched that, and I watch Patty Doyle. I like him. But watch a couple of the first ones, first 2 or 3 at least, and you'll see what I mean if you haven't already. And Demetrius here. What's up? How are you doing? You made it again. You're waking up. Let's see. Everybody's just saying hi. I'm caught up. Wow, and 26 people still here. You guys are awesome. It's been an hour. Better take a drink of my soda water. But I'm really excited to get my extra tank in the backyard. I'm going to use I got to have the water tested, but I did a test with some fish, which isn't the cool way to do it. But the well water seems good, and I know there's no chlorine in it. The other water going over to the pond, I have 3 of those, those blue round filters. One of them for chlorine, and that's the water that I have going into the pond. But I'm also going to have him run a manual valve opening to the 2 tanks, so that if we run out of water, I can go over and open it manually and fill them both up from the well. And then there'll be a spigot there, and for both the pond and the pool. But I filled that whole pool up out of that well and never ran out of water. And it took all day. And it's not even down as deep as I drilled it. They didn't, when they pulled it back up, they didn't put as many 20-foot sticks. I don't know how deep it is now, but obviously deep enough. But it's going to be nice to have that extra 1,000. Like I said, the first year I was here in Surin, they run out of water, and the reservoir that I was at, where we actually ate, where I said I got the honey, excuse me, was real low, and we ran out of water, and we were out of water for like 2 weeks at the rental house, and I was paying 500 baht for damn near 1,000 liters of water, which was expensive, but hey, you make a buck when you can make a buck, right? So that's why when I came here, I drilled that well as a backup, so I have 2 ways to get it, and my water is usually 700 to 1,000 baht. But my mother and father have all these, they're growing stuff across the street. He's got long beans going in and a bunch of stuff. And on the outside of each wall, they're on people's property across the front there. They're using that water to water all that stuff. So I think it looked good when we first drilled it. When I went to actually try to use it, it turned brown after you brought it out and sat it for a while. It would turn brown after an hour or something. Now it doesn't do that. It stays crystal clear for at least 48 hours. I had one sitting out there for 2 days. And so I'm going to use it for the pool and the pond. I'd like to really have it tested, not, just throw a couple little fish in the water and see if they float belly up or not. Not very cool. But they did fine. Thank God. I would have took them out and got them back into the water if they did. But yeah, so I mean, that's not the best way in the world, but it does give me at least a little idea that it is kind of okay. But I'm going to be happy to have the two as a backup. So the eyes are really good, Logan. I don't know what happened. I guess I'm probably never gonna. I'm just hoping that it doesn't happen one time and I go blind. Hey, Dune, how you doing? Glad you could make it. Appreciate it. You just coming by. You're in Hua Hin. Okay. Good to know. Who else is over there? Maui's there. Do you know Maui? Are you, do you live there, Dune? Maui lives there too. And did you answer, Ron? He wants to know what sea is, what sea Jedi is, the ocean Jedi. Rob saying, Ron, you know everything about any Sam Adams plan, Jamaica plan, almost got me killed. So, won't ever go back. Yeah, don't blame me. But I saw someplace here, what did Andy said, is very picturesque, especially up north. Yeah, some of the footage that he got was just phenomenal. I can't give it high enough praise. It was really nice. Most of the stuff that I've seen from Robert, he's mostly in the city on his live streams. I don't know where you're going to be coming from tonight at 7 p.m. Am I right? Just got my driver's license last week. Happy. Yeah, I was happy when I got mine. And I guess they last 2 years the first time. And then when you go back to renew them, it's 5 years. In case you probably knew that, but there's a little fact. Short-term lease in condo looking for land in PKK province near GF people in Nissan. Cool. Girlfriend. Oh, my girlfriend. Near my girlfriend people in Nissan. Ah, okay. Very cool. So you're just vacationing there, I'm guessing? Or just staying there just for the meanwhile? Not a bad place, by the way. I stayed there for a week when I did the interview with Joe, and again for a couple of days when I went there for a seminar with my wife, which we had a lot of fun. There wasn't very many people there. It was during the epidemic, the COVID, the whatever it is, the cold and flu season. We went there during the cold and flu season, and there wasn't many people on the beach. Is that where you're at, Ron? I don't know. I'm horrible. I know that Ron and Uncle Craig, and when Jake was there, they're all right there together. Much difference these days. Yeah, I'm hoping so. Just trying to figure it out. Had to get out of hotels after 9 months. Yeah, I don't blame you. Although some of the stuff, I know some people that are staying, especially during all the crap going on, you could stay in freaking the Hilton, for months at a time for not more money than you could rent to rent a place for, $30 a night or something, $40 a night. So, not a horrible way to go. What is all about it? I don't know. Some people say it's good to have, especially like I know in the United States it's $25 at AAA is what I paid when I came over. Supposedly, as long as you're not, now this is all supposedly. You guys check it out on what you want. This is my understanding, and some people will say I'm wrong, but supposedly, as long as you're on a short-term visa, the international driver's license is supposed to be fine. Not supposed to be a problem at all. As soon as you step up to a retirement visa, or you've been here a long time, or whatever the case may be, they want you to have a license. It is a lot easier to get your driver's license here in Thailand if you have an international driver's license and your state driver's license, and it's endorsed for motorcycle. It's a piece of cake, and it's cheap as hell to get it done. But yeah, I that's my understanding. No, you're in. Yeah, that's where Jake is, right, Ron? I think. I love PKK, but they have moved. No rentals and land is hard to find. Yeah, depending on what's with your girlfriend, and I don't know your situation. Like with mine, most of the have family land if you get married or whatever, and the woman that you're with, and people build on family land. And land is getting expensive here in Thailand. To me, expensive. But I got lucky. My wife has family land in Ubon where we want to build a couple of rai, and this piece that we built the house on here. So it was pretty much a no-brainer for me. Let's see if you can grab. Yeah, I think so. It makes it a lot easier, right, Ron? I'm all with that. And you can transfer to try driver. Yeah, exactly. It's I've heard it's real easy. I didn't have either. I actually had my California driver's license with my motorcycle endorsement, and I got that because of the epidemic. I guess they were supposed to. I haven't gotten a picture on my driver's license or went into a DMV in 25 years or something. And I was supposed to go in this time because when you reach a certain age, they want you to come in because they want to know, do we have to put on their must wear glasses? Is their intent, I believe. And they said pretty much tough shit the first time, and then after the virus was going for a year strong, and my driver's license was getting ready to expire on my birthday. I was going to call a friend that I had that's in the DMV, and she said just call him directly and tell him your situation. And when I went online to get the number, up pops this thing. Do you want your driver's license online? I don't know what the hell. Clicked it. $27.50. See if you can. Click. Yes, you can do it. Boom, boom, boom. It was at my mom's house in 2 weeks. She sent it to me, and a week and a half later, I had it in Thailand 5 years. So I think it's good till it was last year, 2022, 23, 24, 25, 27, 28. So I got lucky on that. But if you're endorsed for motorcycle, you get the scooter real easy too. My wife passed her driving test in 2 days, and she had never driven before. That's cool. My wife had to take it over again because she waited so long to renew her license. She went over 10 years without having a license. Just red tape to give you the ability to drive less cover. Yeah, I feel better, Rob, knowing that I have the country that I pretty much live in, that I have their driver's license permits, whatever it is. It makes me feel better. And I noticed that they did stop Chuck in his latest one of his latest videos, and I'm surprised. Like I said before, I think I said it maybe on here that he didn't hint that they're probably going to do it more because I think it's a 500 baht fine on the spot type thing. So I think they're checking everybody's license, and if they can catch 100 people a day, it adds up quick at 500, 500 baht a pop. Don't live away from families recommended. Yeah, I've got my family right here. They're on the other side of the door. But I could see why Gorgeous is what's saying. Hey, Off the Hook, how you doing? If you guys aren't subscribed, please subscribe. Good channel. If you like fishing, family life, good guy. And Scott conveniently right after posted up. Scott, you're the man. Thank you, sir. Yeah, yeah. He said thanks, Tom. Yeah, they. I would suggest it, and it's so cheap. I can't even remember what it is. I wish I could remember it, but I want to say it's under $30. I think it's under 1,000 baht. I want to say it's like 300 or something to get to what I paid, and it took me. I went there for 10 minutes, and they scheduled me the next day to come in, and I was there for an hour because they sat. I did the brake test and the colorblind test. I think that was it. Then they put me in a room and I watched about 15, 20 minutes of a movie. They scooted me out of there. The lady was nice enough to put a fan on me, so I was nice and cool. She did everything for me. Then I was out the door. A couple hours time. I had everything, but I had a valid driver's license, and the international I think is even better. So. Look up IT driver's license on Google. Super easy. You can get the driver permit good for 3 years. There you go. I didn't know. Bad drivers are bad drivers. Just try to drive in Boston. Yeah, no shit. They're called households. Yeah, and that's the way it is in LA too. I mean, I drove in LA traffic, working on air conditioner, bumper to bumper. What a nightmare for years and years, and it was horrible. Here, I don't know. From riding a motorcycle for so long, I've got like a third, 10th sense that I can pretty much tell what somebody's going to do. Like this guy's going to cut me off. And, 99% of the time that person cuts me off. So I'm lucky in that aspect. And you need that kind of sense here in Thailand because they'll do, this guy, no way he's going to do that. Yeah, he did that. And they're coming at you the wrong way on the, it's definitely a new experience driving here in Thailand. I've been doing it for 4 years now, and definitely if you don't feel comfortable on two wheels, don't do it. But if you want to get yourself a vehicle, you'll figure it out. You'll get it down. Drive safely is a joke off and. Yeah, 3 kids. And my wife was one of them, wearing sandals and no helmets. Yeah, but they had their masks on. So thank God they had their masks on. But I see what doing the same. My wife did it. Her mother, and the 2 kids on a wave. That's what they went to school every day when they were kids. It's just part of Thailand. Just the way that it goes here, the way that they roll. Yeah, exactly. Ron said the same thing I did. Yeah, we're on the same wavelength, brother. Let's see. International drug is only good for Thailand for 3 months. Yeah, I think what they do is they look at your visa, and if you have them back to back, if you just did a border run or something like that, they're probably going to nab you. If you didn't do a border run and you went back to the UK in Tom's thing, you might have a chance of sliding by because they might only look at the latest one. They might not go back a page or 2 or whatever. So, but I wouldn't take the chance. Tom's absolutely right. 3 months on a short term, and you're going to stay here. Get your license. Yeah, after driving a motorcycle in the U.S., you get used to driving. Yeah, super defensive. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I no. If you're on a long-term visa, you have to have a license. I agree, Des. Most definitely. Is that hard to travel without a scooter or car? Seems like public transportation cars they're real good here, Tony, especially if you're going to live in bigger places. Pattaya, definitely Bangkok with all their railways and all that stuff. You can pretty much go anywhere you want. A lot of people will stay in Bangkok. Not my choice, but in a traveling aspect, as a hub, I would probably lean more towards Rayong, Pattaya, and go out of Utapao and travel. But people do it in Bangkok. They don't want to mess with anything. They can hop on whatever they want, train whatever, and go pretty much anywhere they want in Bangkok. And they can go to the airport and fly pretty much anywhere they want and come back and they're home. So it depends on what you're planning on what you're going to do. Me, I'd rather be by this. Everybody knows that my one deal on my list. Great wife, kids, family, house, car, everything's checked off except for, so I'll live with that. But it, it, yeah, pretty much it. Nothing like Boston. Live in Rhode Island. One of my friends of who are almost like a father that I had. My best friend that had the air conditioning company's father. I lived in his garage. He taught us how to work on motors and motorcycles and everything, lawnmowers, whatever he had us taken apart and putting back together. His best friend was from Rhode Island, and I heard a bunch of stories about Rhode Island. Yeah, Barton MT. Yeah, so it depends on what you're gonna do. I like Isan too. Don't get me wrong. I love it here in Surin. When I can travel more, and if I start getting out in the trailer and do some camping by the water, or just traveling by the water, even if it's not camping, because I'm gonna be traveling regardless during the week because I don't see my wife that much during the week anyway. Um, I'll get my Jonesing in there by seeing the water. So Tom's saying, yeah, and they do everything right. They'll just take it from you and walk you over there, and you pass the test and everything. I mean, so it depends. I mean, if I was by myself and didn't have my wife and spent the 250, 300 baht, it cost me nothing. I would definitely pay the 5,000 and be done with it. If you have a Thai partner or friend or anything like that, even on your visas and stuff, after you do them a couple of times, it's pretty easy, man. Especially if you're in the same place. They know me when I go to immigration. They know that where I'm at. They've got everything on me, so it's pretty easy for me now. Renting a car, that's right. Andy did it. You really don't need to drive. Can use Grab. Yeah, the only thing that we don't. I don't have that much of stuff here, but there isn't a bunch here in Surin. But if you're in some of the bigger places, even Udon, I would, if I had my druthers and I was out here, I'd probably be in Udon. They got an airport. I've got to go to Buriram, and they don't fly anywhere out of Buriram. They didn't even fly that many places before the virus, and maybe they'll build it up a little bit, but it's an hour drive, 50 minutes there, to go anywhere. So I would say Udon. I don't know. Ubon is where the family is in the family land, but I like Ubon where it's at. They're out like past. It's about 3.5 hours for me. I want to say maybe 4, 3.5, 4. Uh, it's nice, and we're going to go there because we're going to do something for the school there. I told you guys a story about my mother-in-law saying, you guys are fantastic and doing stuff for everybody here in Surin, but our family is in Ubon and their school is poor, poor, poor. So I said, okay, we'll go and check that out. Now, I've never been to Chiang Mai. Hulian, et cetera, are cheap, full day, like 15 to 30 baht. Yeah, it is cheap because I know, like, I never taken the tuk-tuks up and down the street. And when I was there with Daz, it's like 10 baht, right? And I didn't know what to do because the reason that I didn't take it is because I felt stupid. I didn't want to walk up there and only, have 10 baht out or give them 20 baht or give them 100 baht or, I don't know what to do. I've never done it before. So I asked Daz, and Daz said you just give them the thing and you can go all the way up and down wherever you want to go. I just took, what was it, Bolt, when I was there and went to the meetup at the Wombat, and it was like 60 baht from where I was in the hotel there. I guess the electrician's here. I might, God, we still got 22 people here. I might end the live stream and go out and see. I don't even know if the other brothers here because they've got to work together. That trench that goes up alongside of the house, that's 2 foot wide by 2 foot deep. The electrician wants to run the main conduit in there. I don't want anything up above and stuff for the new power for the backyard. It's going to be kind of nice to have my own power for my building. I might even get my own internet so I don't have to have mom, dad, 2 children, my wife, and me on the internet. It makes it slow. But yeah, I forget the colors. I don't even know what. I'm imagining it's a toot, right, of some sort. Toot. All right, let's see. How long has it been? An hour and 20 minutes. You can legally drive in Thailand for 1 year on an international driver's license. The problem is most insurance companies don't insure you after 3 months. Interesting. Like I said, I think it was Jake, or maybe it was Meow and Jam. I don't know if you know them. They're police, whatever authorities that are family, wherever they are in Udon Thani. I think it was them. It was somebody said that they said absolutely not. You can't do that. And again, you're in Thailand. You go into immigration somewhere, and they'll tell you one thing. You come to immigration and Surin, they'll tell you another. So I think to be safe, and if you're going to live in Thailand and you come here on a 3-month visa, you've come here on a 3-month visa to get your long-term typo retirement visa in Thailand. When you get that, get a driver's license. It's just the safest thing to do, my opinion. Thank you, Andy. You're the best, man. I appreciate it. The wife will be happy. And again, we met our quota for this month, over $100. So she'll get 3,000 or whatever it is bought, and she'll decide where that will go. And we have some money from PayPal's and stuff too. So, well, that's what we're going to do the U-Bond with. Had a couple of great donations there. So you guys are awesome. Yeah, John TM is nice. It depends on what you, yeah, and Rayong would be a place that I would look to, Logan. A little bit lower key than John TM, but close enough to where they have a highway. I think might be a toll road or something. Tom can answer. He's over in that area. It's like 20 minutes over to Pattaya, and that area. So you're close enough, but you could be on close to the water. Probably not as expensive. Tom could enlighten you a little bit on that. I was going to go, but now everybody's asking a bunch of questions, so I'm going to hang out for a while. Let's see. Russian 20-year-old John TM trying to stay out of the Ukraine. Yeah, exactly. Let's see. My international driver's license. Hey, how you doing, Tim? By the way, that's Tim. If you guys aren't subscribed, please do that. Driver's license from the U.S. was only good for 90 days. Got it from AAA. I got mine from AAA. It was good for a year. At least that's when there was the dates that were on the international license. I use Starlink for internet. We never use all the bandwidth. Really? You want to know my problem, Tony? My wife works for TOT CAT, which is now NT, which is the government internet company. They spent 4 hours here yesterday sitting in my living room trying to figure out why certain things were happening that I didn't think should be happening with my internet. But, suggesting another company is like putting a gun to my wife's head and blowing her brains out. That's her baby. That's her friends. And they are accommodating. I mean, anything could happen to this internet. She makes one phone call and 30 people descend on the house. So in that aspect of it, I'm a N-tier, I think, for life. I don't have a choice. My advice, get Thai license for 3 months. In Thailand, if you're going to stay longer, 3 months. Yeah, if you're going to stay here, I would just get it. I mean, like I said, I don't think if it's a money thing, it's cheap. And like I said, it's even cheap to me at $5,000 for 2 years. And you don't. I don't think you do anything. You just go in there. They take all your stuff. They tell you what you need to do. You pass the couple little tests. They walk you through the place. I think they do everything. And Tom would know more. But for what? 30, 60, 90, 100, $150. I don't know. Again, it's all relative. $150 is a lot of money to somebody. $150 to me, I mean, I don't have to do anything, and I don't have a Thai wife or a Thai friend. Hell, that's a bargain. So it's all relative. Yeah, I agree with that. Probably some of the best lobster on the planet, for sure. My cousin has the one that was the um, vice president of Johnson and Johnson's joint division, who's retired now, has a place in Florida on the Intercontinental something or other, and he has a place in Boston. That's where he was, and then he's got a place on the Cape. And I've been to the place on the Cape twice. Really nice. I like it there. Really, a gorgeous place. Really, I mean, I didn't have to drive around in Boston that much. I was in and out of there, and it was at night. I didn't have to bother with traffic and stuff. But the stuff in there, it was a nice atmosphere. I enjoyed it, Rob. It was a beautiful place for sure. Wait for your 90-day and just get a letter from residents at the same time for your driver's license. Yeah. When I went, supposedly they're free. I've gotten charged as much as 500 baht each when I got 3 of them in Patong. I got one to buy a motorcycle, which was just from the hotel. I had to bring it to the hotel, and the hotel signed it or whatever. I don't remember what they did. And I went into Patong and to the immigration where I would get my 30-day extensions. And the lady at the bank was nice enough to show me and black out everybody's name on a piece of paper so that she could take a copy of it to give it to me to show immigration, say, I need one of these, because she knew how stupid I was. And I need one for a bank account, one to buy a scooter, and I forget what I got the third one for. I got 3 of them. And yeah, you need that residence verification. But it doesn't have to be like a home you own. It could be a freaking hotel, as long as you're staying here. And I've never had people ask me a bunch of times, oh, no, you can't get a bank account. You can't get, no, bullshit. I had a bank account on a 60-day tourist visa, and, and didn't have any problems. And I've never had any problems with my bank either. I like them. Is there a different rate to you? Is there a different time license or national one for rental rates? I don't understand. I'm probably reading that wrong, Tony, but I don't understand what you're trying to say. That probably makes sense to everybody but me. No, Tony. Half of the places won't ever check if you have a license. Okay, so Daz answered your question for you. Robert Mack got going right to the market next town to fight chicken. All right, Robert, thanks for coming in. And don't forget, if you guys, tonight at 7 o'clock, Robert Mack Media is going to do a live stream from Vietnam. So all I need and don't know where they are. I got them in my wallet. The thing I liked about it is I don't have to worry about it for 2 years. And the next time that I get it, I'll go in and probably spend my 300 baht or whatever it was again, and it's good for 5 years. So it's they're definitely not trying to ding you every year you're here, which is kind of cool. Oh, is that what it was for? For a rental car? Okay, sorry. Now I understand. I would get. I wasn't planning on getting a rental car, but guess I'm heading to AAA this week. I would definitely get. It cost me $25 for my international. You probably already have yours, Tony. I'm probably overthinking things. I guess you can get away having no license, but insurance coverage is iffy, and if you got to have local. Yeah, they give you. What did I do when I got my bank account? I got insurance for my limited insurance for my scooter or whatever I was on. If I fell over and had to get 3 stitches in my finger, nothing major. If you total yourself and you're in ICU for a year, no, it's not going to cover anything. But you need to get insurance above and beyond what they give you, and you need to have health insurance. It cost me $1,000,000 baht. I could have used that $1,000,000 baht and bought a place, a condo on the water over there in Rayong next to Tom. But definitely make sure you got insurance, man. Health insurance. Definitely got to have it. When I rented a car from Batea, they only photocopied my Aussie license, never asked for an international. They're supposed to accept them. Yeah, the rental places and all that probably abide by the way that it reads. The thing with Thailand and the way that the police are going to read it or whatever is whatever they want to read it and how they want to read it. If they read it as no, you can't use your country's driver's license, and you can't. They're going to fine you. There's no talking to them. There's no talking your way out of it. There's no screaming. There's no nothing. But if they decide that that's the way that it's going to be for them that day, might change the next day. Might be a pretty girl that they pulled over, said, no problem. You can do whatever you want. It's whatever they feel, and that's the way it is in Thailand. And if you get that into your mind so that when you get there, you don't get upset and you're sabai, relaxed, you're going to get along just fine in Thailand. And it's never any big thing. Like I said, if you go in and let's say you go in to rent a car and they say, you need this, and this, and you can get that. Granted, if you don't have an international driver's license and they say they want that, then you better go to another car rental. But just be patient with people here in Thailand. It goes a long way. Yeah, I know that's the way I feel. If you can do that, it's absolutely perfect. I've rented car and motorcycle. I've never been asked for my license. The only thing I've rented is motorcycle or scooters. Never been asked for my driver's license. They want a copy of my passport, or they want my passport. When they say they want my passport, I just say no, sorry. And it's only happened one time where they said, okay, then we're not renting you the scooter. Only one time. And the rest of the time they'll take a copy. They keep the copy that I keep in my wallet and go on. But I've never had them ask for a driver's license. James showed when he registered a scooter, he had to buy insurance. It could be. I've never had to. Does it come with it? Yeah, it does actually. Yeah, I think it's all included, Tony. Because I didn't have to. I didn't have to take my Forza in because it's new. My mother and father-in-law just took my paperwork and money and went down there and got everything. But I think it's all included. When you pay the fee for your license, it includes the insurance and everything is in there. In fact, I'm almost positive. Somebody can back it up, but I'm almost absolutely positive. You can't get your tag without it including the insurance, whether it be for the truck, for the car, for the motorcycle or whatever. And I'm going to have them take my Scoopy and do it for me. Why? Because I'm lazy and I don't speak Thai, and my wife doesn't have to take the day off to go in with me to do it. So they'll just hop on the Scoopy, drive it over there, bring it back, and be done with it. And I'm guessing it's going to be under 1,000 baht, somewhere around $20-$30. Somebody might know that too. Yeah, you'll pay for a year. So it's in whatever you're paying. Insurance comes with 1 year when you buy the scooter. Yeah, and that's what happened when I bought mine. And then and you don't have to take the scooter in, which was kind of cool to get the other one. I just sent the paperwork with my mother and father-in-law, and they came back with my tag. And I don't know how long that's good for, how long they consider it being brand new, but we'll see next year. Ron saying correct. Good to know. Most rental companies will assume you have the dangerous for you if you haven't. Yeah, I know, and don't have the correct. And if you guys are listening or somebody's just lurking, whenever you rent something, you've got your phone. just take a crap load of pictures of the bike and any bad marks on it, you know, and you won't have any problem. I don't know if I would have had any problem, but I've always done that. And I think that if they see you going around and spending that time, even if they were going to try to scam you, they decided, no, we'll scam the next guy that doesn't take out his phone and take a bunch of pictures. Take a bunch of pictures with whatever you rent. What about electric bicycles? I lose a lot of weight. Yeah, I don't. I, I know Chuck's got a pretty awesome bike, electric bike. Daz, are you in your red speedos? Talk softly, be respectful, and feel. Yeah, exactly. Uh, and that's the way I feel. And you'll get nowhere, man. I mean, like I said, the typical one was when I went down from the first time I renewed my O visa, and there was this French guy and his Thai girlfriend who spoke French, and he was just screaming at these two Thai officials and a male official, you know, a immigration officer, and I could catch every other word, and all she was doing was apologizing, and I they were just like this with a smile on their face. Mm-hmm. And I'm thinking, they're just going, we're never going to help you. You're going to rot in hell before you get anything out of this immigration. And finally, the guy went away. And you can, like I said, it was even an hour drive for me to go to the new one I could throw a rock at and hit it. You know, you've heard me talk about it. 5 minutes, I'm in and out. But there it was 55 minutes an hour each way. And for them to say, oh, well, you need this and this, you're going to have to go back and get it. Was it aggravating? Sure, but I'm retired. What difference does it make if I drive home, go the next day, bring them the paperwork they want, pay my 1,900 baht, and get my year's stay in Thailand? You know, you have to think about it pretty much. I think about it that way. Yeah, Ron, don't have to show your license for girl renters either. Hey, there's Alex. How you doing, Alex? Thank you very much. Hope you're well. Hey, Mark's here too. I haven't seen you in a while, Mark. How you doing? Thanks for popping in. No, yeah, and I think there's a bunch of discussion. We were talking about, was it last night in Yad's thing? We were talking about that. I think they're going to put, I think personally, they're going to put a restriction on whatever the wattage is. Up to a certain wattage, you're not gonna need anything. But they're going to see a bunch of income that they're losing from that, so they'll probably do something. I love you, man. Alex is one of the good ones, that's for sure. Everybody saying hello. It's not, but thank you. Yeah, man, knees suck, man. I'll tell you, I'm gonna have to have both mine replaced, and it's not gonna be fun. Love when your 45 kilo girlfriend wants to drive the scooter with her 90 kilo boyfriend on the back. Doesn't work. Yeah, no kidding. I got to be at the helm there. And my wife, like, she doesn't like riding on the scooter. She's been riding a scooter forever, back and forth to work. Of course, now since she has the electric hot rod, that's her mode of transportation, and that's why we bought it. I don't want her. I saw her come home too many days just soaking freaking wet, you know, sniveling and, you know, getting in a hot shower. So that was one of the reasons that we got the car. That runs on rice and probably not far off. No. Probably already have something that does. We'll never see it in our lifetime, but they probably do. That's right, black belt. Let's see. Hey, all around, hard. Had to call you out individually and acknowledge appreciation. I hope you're doing well. When are you coming back, Mark? I got to try to keep all this stuff. I got to write. My wife we gave Bobby and Jai a calendar that she got from NT. I'm going to have to ask her to bring me one that I can put on the wall and mark when everybody's coming back. Problem with electric stuff, you're not insured. Yeah, exactly. And you still could get yourself in trouble. Good fact, obviously. Andy, you taking off later? All right. Yeah, I'm going to go soon too. It's been an hour and 40 minutes now. I can hear them out there, so I want to catch them before they anchor down everything in places that I don't want them to anchor. Thank you for my family to yours. Please keep healthy. I appreciate it, Rob. All right. End of March. Okay. All right, everybody. I'm going to end the live stream. You guys are awesome, man. I can't say it enough. This channel is my. I have a good time here, and like I said, I'll keep doing it, even if we only have one person in the chat, as long as I'm still having fun. But I'm going to go and tell everybody that Richard Travels does the intros on both my videos now and the intro and the outro of these live streams, which I really like. I think they're awesome. So thank you, Richard. Hi, Richard's mom, if you're watching. And everybody, thanks. Have a great morning, afternoon, and evening. And I will catch you on the next one.